Welcome back to the deep dive. Okay, so today we are tackling this stack of really intense narrative sources.
Mhm.
We're going right into a high-stakes investigation set in the LA canyons.
Mm.
And our mission, well, it's not just tracking a missing kid. It's about getting into the deep, often violent pasts of the two guys leading the search.
Exactly. And this material, it's incredibly complex. It forces us to kind of blend classic PI work with some pretty specialized military stuff, mercenary operations,
Yeah.
and ultimately the psychological trauma that's really driving everything here.
Okay, let's just jump right in then. The main conflict. It starts small, almost quiet. 10-year-old Ben Chenier disappears from PI Elvis Cole's place.
Right in the canyon.
Yeah. And initially, Cole doesn't realize for, 21 minutes, that the atmosphere the sources paint, that's what really grabs you, this, chilling stillness.
Yeah, the canyon just goes completely silent. Like no hawks, no coyotes, nothing. It felt unnatural, like a warning.
Totally. And that first clue, it tells you straight away, this isn't just a kid wandering off. Elvis finds Ben's Game Freak toy left behind.
Mm-hmm.
Abandoned. And the screen's frozen on this game, the Queen of Blame, with the character screaming, "Now you die!"
Oof. Yeah, that's definitely a message. Not random at all.
So this sudden threat, it means Cole needs backup, fast, reliable backup. And that brings in his partner, the legendary Joe Pike.
Ah, Pike. Yeah, he's this formidable presence. Silent, built, tattoos, ex-Marine, ex-LAPD, the whole package.
But the sources give us this really surprising kind of crucial look at where he is mentally right when this hits.
Oh, definitely. It's fascinating because Pike, he's already kind of compromised. He just got back from Angoon, Alaska.
Right, the boar hunt.
Yeah, where he tried and failed pretty spectacularly to take down this massive, 1,100-pound rabid brown boar.
Yeah.
I think he'd killed 3 biologists.
Bro.
And he came back totally beaten down. His arm, that old gunshot wound from Lawrence Sobek 15 years back, it was failing him, causing intense pain. He felt ashamed.
So he fails to stop this huge wilderness threat, comes home feeling defeated, and walks straight into another huge threat. But this one's intensely personal, right in his own backyard, basically.
Precisely. His whole image, the unstoppable protector, it's kind of shattered. And that's when the phone rings.
Mm-hmm.
The kidnapper.
And the call is super cryptic. Just 2 things, right?
Yeah, just 5-2,
Yeah.
and this demand for payback for something that happened a long time ago.
And 5-2, that's the connection. That cracks open Elvis's hidden past. It was his old Army Patrol number.
And the timing is crazy because Ben had accidentally found all this stuff, pictures, even a Silver Star medal in Elvis's closet just days before. He basically outed his past without realizing it.
So Elvis has to tell the cops. He confirms, yeah, that was my unit number. And the whole patrol, all 5 guys, killed on a mission right after that picture was taken. He was the only one who made it back.
Suddenly, it's not just a missing kid. It's targeted. It's like Cole's being punished for surviving when his buddies died. It flips the whole case into this military grudge match.
Okay, so let's pivot to the police response. LAPD shows up. You've got Homicide Lieutenant Lou Poitras, plus juvie detective Sergeant Dave Gittiman and Detective Carol Starkey.
Ah, Starkey. She's great. Nicknamed Demolition Angel.
Right. Why the nickname again?
Well, the sources explain she's an ex-bomb tech. Survived this massive explosion. So she's got this incredible resilience and a real sharp eye for detail. It makes her key right away.
Okay, so she and Elvis start searching the canyon slope near the house.
And this is where Elvis has to dust off those old military skills he tried to leave behind. He said something like, used to do this in the Army. He's profiling the kidnapper as they search.
And what does he find? Or maybe, what doesn't he find?
That's the thing. It's the lack of evidence.
Yeah.
Ben's little footprints just stop. No scuff marks, no sign of a struggle. Just clean, swift.
Meaning a professional job?
Exactly. The only trace, the only thing, is this single partial heel print. Size 11 Rockport.
Yeah.
Right where the Game Freak toy was dropped.
And Elvis knows immediately.
Instantly. This wasn't some random creep. This guy's a pro. Highly trained killer. Someone who, as Elvis puts it, knows how to move without leaving a trail.
Okay, so if the guy's a ghost, how do you track him? They widen the search, right?
Yeah, Pike and Cole find a second possible spot. A stakeout location across the canyon ridge near a construction site.
And what do they find there?
More Rockport prints.
Yeah.
In this patch of crushed grass, showing someone was waiting there. Patiently.
But the big break, it doesn't come from prints or military tracking, does it?
No,
Yeah.
It comes from just a regular person. A catering truck driver, Marisol Luna. She saw something a few days earlier.
What did she see?
A white van, an old one, like a 67 Econoline. Had Emilio's plumbing on the side, and 2 guys, one black, one white. And the white guy, she noticed him because he was rolling and chewing a cigar. Constantly.
Okay, hold on. This cigar. If Elvis pegged this guy as a super pro ghost who leaves no trace, why toss a cigar wrapper? Is that just arrogance?
Or a slip-up. Gotta be arrogance, right? I mean, they were there for 3 days, just waiting for Lucy Chenier to leave. They must have felt totally hidden, totally untouchable.
So a tiny lapse in tradecraft.
A critical one.
Meh.
Because Starkey finds it. That specific plastic wrapper, red and gold band, and goes straight to SID, the forensics lab.
Right, and this is where the tech comes in. The SID criminalist, John Chen, he uses that cyanoacrylate fuming, superglue fuming.
Yeah, exactly. You heat up superglue, the vapor sticks to the latent prints on non-porous stuff, like
Yeah.
that plastic wrapper. Pretty standard technique, but really effective here.
And it works. They get prints, clear prints.
And the match.
Yeah.
It's terrifying. Michael Fallon, former Delta Force Army Ranger, turned full-on mercenary.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And he's wanted
Yeah.
globally for really serious war crimes in El Salvador, Sierra Leone, places like that.
So the threat level just skyrockets again. This isn't just an old army beef anymore. It's an international war criminal.
Exactly. But then the narrative sources just pull the rug out from under you. The biggest twist yet.
Wait, so it wasn't about Elvis's past after all?
Not directly. It flips completely. We find out about Lucy's ex-husband, Richard Chenier, lumpy guy, and his head of security, Leland Myers.
Okay.
Turns out Myers got hold of Elvis's confidential military file, his 201 file, basically his entire service record, used a court order
Why? What was the point of digging that up?
to frame Elvis. Myers cooked up a fake kidnapping. He hired Fallon to make it look like Elvis's violent past finally caught up with him. The goal was just to scare Lucy, make her leave Elvis for good.
That is incredibly cynical.
But Fallon, being the mercenary he is, saw a much bigger score. He double-crossed Myers immediately, turned the fake snatch and grab into a real, brutal $5 million ransom demand, aimed right at Richard Chenier.
Wow. Just wow. Using a personal vendetta as leverage for a massive payday. Okay, so that explains the escalation. Richard must have been panicked.
Totally. He realizes this is way beyond some custody dispute. He hires a retired New Orleans homicide detective, a guy named Debulon R. Denise, to handle the ransom negotiation.
And how does that go?
Badly. Fallon and his crew, they don't negotiate. Pike and Cole track down that Econoline van, and they find Denise inside.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's horrific. He's been murdered,
Oh, big.
decapitated.
Okay.
And they use Ben's little black K-Swiss sneaker as like a stand for his head.
Oh, my God. That's beyond brutal. It's a message.
Absolutely. Pure psychological warfare. Designed to terrify Richard into paying that $5 million instantly, no questions asked. Shows just how ruthless Fallon and his guys are.
Okay, so Cole and Pike, they're definitely operating outside the lines now after seeing that. They have to find these guys.
Right. They follow some leads from a mail drop they raid, ends up pointing them to a rental house in San Gabriel. That's where Fallon's associates are holed up, Eric Schilling and Mozzie Ibo.
And what do they find there?
Confirmation of just how bad these guys are.
Yeah.
The sources say Cole and Pike found pictures inside, Schilling and Ibo posing with dead bodies from conflicts in Africa, Central America. Just sickening stuff.
Oh.
Confirms they're hardcore war criminals, something else, as the source puts it. And they also find out Richard's planning to deliver the ransom money. The drop's going down at Santa Monica Airport.
So the final confrontation is coming. It all happens fast now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's almost simultaneous. Cole and Pike get to the airport. They intercept the handoff, but it's already falling apart. They see Schilling and Ibo actually executing Myers, cleaning up loose ends and shooting Richard Chenier as they grab the money.
So Richard gets shot too.
Badly, liver and thigh. But the final showdown happens back at a house. And this is where Richard Chenier does something incredible.
Even after being shot.
Yeah. He's dying, basically, but he makes this one last desperate move. He tackles Mozzie Ibo, just throws himself at him. It disrupts everything for just a second.
A crucial second. And this is where Ben comes in.
This is Ben's moment. It's the payoff for everything Cole taught him, encouraged in him. The sources say Ben remembers Cole's words, and he uses that silver star medal.
The one he found.
Yeah, the one Cole gave him. He'd actually sharpened the edges, trying to cut his way out of the box they kept him in. And in that moment of chaos Richard created,
He uses it.
he rakes it across Ibo's eyes, blinds him momentarily. That gives Cole the opening he needs to jump in and disarm Ibo.
Wow. So the medal, representing Elvis's own past trauma, becomes the key to saving Ben. And Ben saves himself, in a way.
It's incredibly powerful symbolism, yeah. A real moment of courage from the boy.
So Ben is rescued. Thank God. What happens to the bad guys?
Fallon gets killed in the struggle, shot in the chest. The sources kind of imply it might have been self-inflicted during the chaos. Cole gets wounded too, takes a shotgun blast to the head, but it's not fatal.
And the aftermath, what happens to everyone?
Well, healing is the priority, obviously. Lucy makes the tough call. She takes Ben and leaves L.A., moves back to Baton Rouge to find some kind of normal life, away from all the violence tied to Elvis.
Understandable. But what about Cole and Pike? They broke laws, right?
Yeah.
The burglary at the mail drop.
They did. Felony charges were definitely on the table. But then something really interesting happens. The charges just disappear.
How?
3 foreign governments step in. Sierra Leone, Angola, El Salvador. They basically tell the U.S. authorities, hey, these guys took down major war criminals wanted for atrocities in our countries.
So geopolitical realities trumped local burglary charges.
Pretty much. Removing Fallon, Schilling, and Ebo from the world stage was valuable enough that the U.S. government was happy to let the foreign intervention provide cover to quietly drop the case against Cole and Pike.
It's an incredible wrap-up. It really shows the explosive cost of that hidden military past, doesn't it? But also the power of, like you said, love and kinship. Ben's bravery, Richard's sacrifice.
Absolutely. And if you want to go deeper into the character stuff, you got to look at Elvis Cole's recurring dream. The sources mention it a lot.
Right, the child's grave.
Yeah, this blank grave he keeps visiting. He finally figures it out. It's not some random kid's grave. It's his grave. Or rather, the grave of Jimmy Cole, the scared kid he used to be before his abusive mom forced him to become Elvis.
So saving Ben, it wasn't just rescuing the client's son. It was like he was finally saving himself, saving that lost part of his childhood.
That's how the sources frame it, yeah. A moment of real personal healing for Cole, rescuing Jimmy.
Hmm.
And that brings up a really interesting point about Pike. Remember that line from the sources, people build what they never had but always wanted?
Yeah.
Well, Pike is the ultimate silent professional, right? His actions speak volumes, but he barely says a word. Yet, in that really emotional moment after the rescue, Pike is the one who breaks his silence. He tells Lucy, referring to Elvis just then, he loves you.
Wow. That's huge coming from Pike.
It really is. So, the thought we want to leave you with is this. If Pike's whole life is built around this silent, professional competence, what does that moment reveal? What need, what connection that maybe he never had is he trying to build or protect by making sure that love, that connection between Elvis and Lucy, is actually spoken out loud?
Even if he can't express it for himself, the guy who says the least speaks the most important words.
A powerful thought to end on, I think.
Definitely. Well, thank you for diving deep with us again today. We'll see you next time.